Spice Girls are going to be performing their new single in a minute. But before they do, they've left some rather fascinating little goodies which you can win today, including a rather nice Spice Girls flight jacket. Hooray, yeah, you can probably hear them. Shush, calm down, you mad things. Now, I'm going to be telling you how you can win those later on. But first of all, this is the Spice Girls performing their new single.
Saturday morning, I run downstairs, switch the telly on, and watch the Spice Girls perform their new single on Live and Kicking. I fancy Geri Halliwell. I'm fascinated by the highlights in her hair, her crazed expression. The other kids at school are wildly different. Some have eczema, some have asthma, some have glasses, and some have peanut allergies. I'm a shy presence with no defining characteristics. One day, we're told to sit around different coloured tables, red, green, blue and yellow. The colours seem arbitrary, but one day, a girl turns to me and tells me, the red table is the best table. We're the cleverest. I refuse to question her claim. Instead, I embrace it warmly. The unmerited success feels like ecstasy. I can't wait to run home and tell my parents about the colour of my table. Soon afterwards, we all stop noticing the colours. It just becomes part of our identity. The feeling of security teaches me something. Academic success is inherent. You're just born with it. My school life becomes a game of defence. I beat my friend in a running race once and retire from competitive sports for the rest of my life. Spend Wednesday evening with my friend Ryan. We cruise around San Andreas with no real direction. The next day at school I have a maths class. The teacher seemed nice at first, but she's a real savage. We were given a big project a few weeks ago, a folder full of work. I had good intentions, but I was overwhelmed. I didn't know where to start, so I didn't. If I fail, I'll be exposed as a fraud, but the project's due the next day. The teacher asks me how I'm getting on with the project. I'm indirect, but she senses my fear and snaps at me in front of everybody. She tells me, if I don't have the folder on her table by 9 o'clock the following morning, I black out the rest of her threat due to blunt force trauma, but it doesn't matter. Now I know what she's capable of. That night, I stay up way past my bedtime, completing every page to the least of my ability. I discover the power of terror as a productivity hack. I still remember how she checked every page in front of my bloodshot eyes the following morning. She was suspicious that I'd handed her a folder full of empty pages. It's 2 AM and I'm lying on the sofa watching YouTube videos on my phone. I start idolizing a man who prides himself on a regular 4 hours sleep. At work the next day, I'm given a task I'm unqualified for. I want to impress, but by the end of the day, I'm failing. I can't let anyone find out I'm not good enough, so I promise myself I'll fix it no matter what. I stay in the office after everyone leaves, start from scratch, and I finally finish up by 4 AM. My boss is impressed by my commitment. I fall into the unhealthy habit of pulling late-nighters on almost every project I'm given. Part of me begins to believe that an idea is only valuable if I drag myself through hell to find it. After a few years, I'm overworked and I lose my way, so I stop to take a breath. My relationship ends, and I decide to leave London to travel. The distance gives my life some perspective and I feel more balanced. But I still struggle with procrastination. Fear of failure has shaped my personality. But now I'm wondering, in 1996, what if my school hadn't categorised kids on arrival, but instead recognised those who were most willing to fail and learn from their mistakes? Would we be happier or more successful if there were no red tables?